Gurudev, Narayan Goswami Maharaj, as you all know today, it is the Avirbhav Tithi, the appearance day of His Divine Grace. So Avirbhav Tithis are special in the way that they empower the Sadhaka Deha. The Sadhaka Deha is the material body and the mind which is being used in the service of the Lord, which leads to the development of the Siddha Deha inside. And Srila Gurudev on Tirabhav Tithi, he actually starts revealing his eternal identity so that it can encourage our Siddha service, our actual eternal world service. So this is the concept. But today is Avirbhav Tithi, and also today is the Punya Tithi of Purandara Dasa. So it's a very holy day, Mauni Amavasya, and all this. So how do we actually remember these days? The Smarana Seva we should do. Smarana and Kirtana Seva. Once we should meditate his life history and then extract the beautiful learnings in various stages of his life. If you see, one of the most important point in his childhood days is his attachment to Ramayana. He was trained in Ramayana by his parents, Tiwaris, high-class Brahmanas, Sri Vaishnava Brahmanas. So Gurudev, and he's continued his attachment to Ramayana. And he showed an example that unless we become ideal like Sri Ram, adopt this Maryada in our life, in our dealings, we cannot be adopt the Manjari Bhav. The Radharani Seva is not possible. So it's a very high thing, and Maryada is a platform to attain the Braja Bhavs. Right? Our dealings should be perfect like Sri Ramchandra. So we should take that inspiration and also get inspired by Sri Ramas and take the blessings of Sri Rama to develop ideal qualities as a human being, ideal interactions with devotees, and also the general people of the world to be an example. Then only we can climb the ladder of the internally, the Radha Dasyam. So this is a very important aspect of Gurudev's life. Another important aspect of Gurudev's life is the sevas, the various services he performed. Basically, when the forest fire was increasing, even though the Krishna consciousness had spread by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, gradually it had become a forest fire because people had lost the soul of bhakti, which is Anyabhilashita. They had lost that. It has become more of institutionalized development and these kind of materialistic achievements for the false ego, etc. And Gurudev time and again reinforced this Anyabhilashita Shunyam. This is the central essence of bhakti, that you have to do it for pleasing Krishna, not for yourself. And then Anukullena, favorable to Krishna. So this Rupa Goswami shloka, he made this as a foundation. That's why he named his institution also as pure bhakti. Purity is important. Bhakti is not just the activity, outside activity. The inner mood is more important because Bhavagrahi Janardana, the Lord accepts the mood, not the activity. Right? We may build big temples, but if our mood is for self-pleasure, self-pratishta, then it is not a service. It is not a service. Gurudev said that if a guru falls down, he is not even a devotee. So, Bhavagrahi Janardana, this he enforced. And so he brought this cloud of rain, Madhurya Kadambini, when the whole bhakti world was suffering the forest fire of selfish bhakti, Kamya bhakti. And then he showed how to do Mahaprabhu Kirtana. So Kirtana, the external form of Kirtana is the various musical instruments and chanting. But the inner mood of the Kirtana, Mahaprabhu Kirtana, Nritya Gita means what? Mahaprabhu Kirtan means it is a mood of Srimati Radharani, it is the mood of the Manjari. So while doing Kirtan, internally we should practice to adopt that mood of separation of the Manjaris and Srimati Radharani. We should understand that. And even in Sri Vigraha, Aradhananitya, Sri Vigraha Seva also he said, don't think that you are doing the Haratis. Think Mother Yashoda is doing. So he always wanted to give us a Braj connect, the Vrindavan connect in our services. It is not just the external form of the deity worship. The internal mood should be connected to the Brajavasis, the Siddharupa, the Ragatmikas. Unless we do that, the deity worship will not become complete. Even in Prasadam, Chaturveda Shri Bhagavat Prasada, what did he advise? He said, don't eat prasadam, serve prasadam. Don't hear Harikatha, but serve Harikatha. Don't speak Harikatha, but serve Harikatha. So, how to properly accept prasadam. And prasadam has the various moods of the Ragatmikas. That also he communicated very beautifully. So in that way, his life, and then he was the one who put the foundation, who encouraged Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada to take sannyas. He was reluctant, and he asked his Gurudev to give him sannyas. And when Param Gurudev, Bhakti Goswami Maharaj, asked Prabhupada, then he said, okay, I will give you sannyas. And then he made all the danda. So he prepared the foundation for global preaching of Mahaprabhu's movement by encouraging Prabhupada to take sannyas, and then followed it up later with the Raganuga version, Raganuga preaching, and then fine-tuning the various distortions which had happened, lack of Anyabhilasha Shunyam in the Western world. So he he again strengthened the foundation put by Prabhupada, and then also introduced the internal essence of Raganuga Bhakti to the whole world. In that way, he performed exemplary services. His Sahitya Seva, literature Seva, is also exemplary. All the books of our Goswamis, Shad Goswamis, were being translated, and Mahaprabhu's religion was seen as a Bengali religion in the Hindi world. But then in the Hindi world of Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, and all these places, Gurudev made a revolution of pushing the Mahaprabhu movement. In that way, we are all fortunate, and we are all Narayana. He has given us shelter. We've taken shelter, and we have to accept the inner moods of all the various bhakti activities. Of all the five, Namakirtana, Srimurti, Mathuravasa, he stressed on Mathuravasa. That's why he packaged all the bhakti services in his parikrama. And even while he's disappearing, he said that my parikrama should be maintained, my sannyasis preaching should be maintained. So, Brajamandal Parikrama, Navadvip Parikrama, and the internal essence of that, Chaitanya Leelamrita Sarasaram, the essence of Mahaprabhu's movement. All this Gurudev was always behind the essence. Sarasaram, that way to understand. So while doing the various activities, you catch the spirit, the bhava, the mood of that activity. Don't just do the external activity. Doing arati, think Yashoda, and the Yashoda is doing. While doing offering, while cooking, think that Radharani is cooking and you're assisting. These kind of bhavs Gurudev gives to empower our sadhana, increase our sadhana. Thank you very much. Jai Gurudev Tirabha Avirbhav Tithi. Hare Krishna.